You're listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of my friends around the world. Beautiful day here in Gwinnett County, and beautiful wintry day. It's 30 degrees going up to a high of only 38, but it is winter time, so that is to be expected. Listen, I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. I did. You know, it's so funny because anytime I get a chance to play space, like I love having my family and friends around, but anytime I get a chance to play space, it's just a plus. It's just an absolute plus, to the point where I'm really, really, really trying to figure out how to make that a regular part of my life, because I don't have a very fun life, right? Now, here's the thing. I love what I do, but outside of work, there is no fun in my life. I was bowling for a second. That became not fun because it's so serious and I want to have fun. So it's like, okay, do I even bowl again? Because we're on break right now. We're supposed to go back next Thursday. And I'm really trying to debate if I want to even go bowling, or do I just want to have game night somewhere and just have, because they just opened up a new game parlor downtown Lawrenceville. And part of me is thinking that's exactly where I'm going to be, because I feel like there is not so much competition. You know, you ain't worried about if you strike or not. I just want to have some fun. Let me just say that. That's where I am in my life. And it's crazy because I think over the last couple of days, especially after yesterday, I had a wonderful time yesterday, but I had a lot of time to reflect on some things in my life. And I realized, I love what I do. I love what I do. I love being an entrepreneur. I can't see myself doing anything else. But I also miss the part of me that used to have a lot of fun. I used to have a lot of fun in my day. And that's because I'm not having fun. There's nothing stopping me. It's me stopping me. So I think as I move into 2023, my mindset is like, okay, you can work hard, but play hard too. You know what I mean? Because I just work hard. I don't play hard at all. And my form of fun was bowling, but that just became just not fun at all. And so, because here's the thing. Some days I bowl really well, but then other days not so well. Because I'm tired, my head is hurting, I'm stressed out because of business. And so I go there and I don't bowl my very best. And then it's just like I can't do the bad energy. I just can't do any of that stuff. So I just want to do stuff that's going to let me let my hair down and have some fun. And so yesterday I got a chance to play spades with my brother, my uncle, and one of my good friends. And my brother talked a lot of trash. So he texted me last night. He goes, that was a lot of fun. And I was like, really? Because it was a lot of fun for me. And he talked a lot of trash and he beat us twice. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I lost twice to him. But anyway, because he never hardly plays that much. I play more than he plays. I don't play as much as I would like to, but I play way more than he played. And he beat us twice, he and my uncle. It was hilarious. But anyway, I told him both. I was like, look, they got a game parlor downtown. Now, if I play on Thursdays, that could be a problem. So I don't know. I got to figure it out. But anyway, hope you guys had a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. I enjoyed myself. We had good food. My husband made a spread. The ham was off the chain, baby. The ham was off the chain. My daughter was like, that ham was so good. And then my daughter turned around and made seafood lasagna. Ooh, which that is delicious. But here's the thing, that's an expensive dish. Like that dish costs her about $115 to make. But it's delicious, y'all. It is so she made a seafood lasagna and a regular lasagna. And I said to her, people want her to make that. I was like, look, and it takes her like 2.5 hours to actually make it because it has all these steps. I was like, if you make that from somebody, you got to charge them $150. So it's $150 for me to make it, and then you got to send me $115 for the actual food, right? So for the ingredients that go into it, I said, yeah, charge $250, $275 because here's the thing, it's delicious. And it's like one of those, first of all, it's got all this seafood. It has lobster, crawfish, shrimp, crab meat. Then you got all these special ingredients that go. It's crazy. It's delicious though. So I'm sure that's what I'm going to have for lunch. Because I didn't eat breakfast. That was by choice. I got up this morning. Let me say this. I got up this morning. So I got up this morning and I actually lost a pound. I was like, oh my God. Remember last week I gained 2. So I lost 1. And I definitely was not expecting to lose any, for real. Because I nibbled and tasted and just relaxed and just nibbled and but I drank a lot of water, and I did do more moving around because it was the holiday time and we were out shopping and all this kind of stuff. So I did not spend 8, 10, 12 hours sitting at my computer, which is a good thing. So I was like, that is the only thing I changed for real. Like I ate cookies past my bedtime. Like I did all kinds of stuff and I still lost a pound. I know. I'm trying to get better at all of that. All right, today I want to give some happy birthday shout outs real quick before I get the show started. I want to give a happy birthday shout out to my cousin Shay down in Albany, Georgia. Happy birthday, darling. She and my cousin were born on my great grandmother's birthday. So Shay's birthday is today. My great grandmother, her name was, we call her Maddie Bell. Her name was Maddie Bell, like Maddie Bell Jackson. That was her name. Her birthday is today, and my cousin Pookie. His birthday's today. So happy birthday all the way to heaven to my cousin Pookie, all the way to heaven to my great grandmother Maddie, and to down to Albany, Georgia to my cousin Shay. Happy birthday, guys. Miss the rest of you and love you, Shay. Enjoy your day. All right, so today is Boxing Day. Yep, Boxing Day. Also in the UK, Boxing Day is also known as shopping holiday, much like Black Friday. So in the UK, it's called Boxing Day. Over here, it's called Black Friday. It's also Kwanzaa, the beginning of Kwanzaa. You know, the Kwanzaa is 7 days after Christmas. So Kwanzaa begins today. That's an African-American and Pan-African 7-day cultural holiday that celebrates family and community for 7 days. So it starts today. It's National Thank You Note Day. So send someone a thank you note just to say thank you for all of the greatness that they've done. National Candy Cane Day. I got to tell you this real quick. So there is a company down in Albany called Bob's Candy Kitchen, and I think that could be still the name, but my aunt worked there her entire life. She retired from there, and my mom worked there for like a hot minute. So my mom didn't like it because she said they weren't paying enough, but they worked a lot. So every year for Christmas, my brother and I would get this giant, I'm talking about the candy cane, it was like a candy log. It was a candy log. That's exactly what it was. It had to weigh 2 pounds, y'all. It was huge. It was about 2 feet long. And it had to weigh, and I got old pictures of my brother and I with the candy cane, the candy log. It was about 2 feet long, and it weighed about 2 or 3 pounds. So my granddaughter, my aunt and uncle brought my granddaughter one. It was about 1 foot long and weighed about, 5 ounces. But I looked at it, and I could tell it was from Bob's Candy Kitchen. Now remember, I haven't eaten peppermint candy for years from Bob's because this was years ago when I was a little girl, like my granddaughter. And so, but you can look at the candy, and I'm looking at the candy, and I'm looking at how deep the red is in the candy. And I said to my aunt, "That's from Bob's Candy Kitchen, isn't it?" And she was like, "Yep." It looks so deep and red. It was crazy. And I remember that because we wouldn't eat it. It was too big. My aunt would bring us one every year, but the thing was too big. Nobody ever ate it. I don't even know what happened to them. It was huge, though. It was huge. Today is also a day of goodwill. Yep, show some goodwill to your fellow man. Show some good. It's also Chicano Day. Join us to explore the details of Chicano celebration this season. I don't know what Chicano is, but it's National Chicano Day. It's National Winers Day. Please, y'all. Please, whatever you do not whine today. Do not. National Homeowners Day. So shout out to all the homeowners out there. It's your day. Yep, it is your day. All right. Birthday. Chris Darty's birthday is today. David Rowe's birthday is today. Barry Wood's birthday is today. Jade Thurwald's birthday is today. Kit Harington's birthday is today. And Lars Ulrich's birthday is today. Shout out to all the birthday people out there today. Natalie Nunn's birthday is today. All right. May Tay Tong's birthday is today. And Luke, Gil Brenson's birthday is today. Shout out to all these birthday people. Yes, okay. December 26th, a bunch of birthdays. All right, let's keep this train rolling. Let's get ready to do these horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Michael Dawson for today, Monday, December the 26th. Yes, we are 5 days from January 1, baby. 5 days. It's about to... Listen, I know everybody's thinking about, even me, like I just got a lot going on in my head, but I feel like it's going to be such an amazing year. One is because I'm dumping some things. I'm dumping some situations. I'm over some things. And I just had to make up my mind that I just had to be over some things and some people and just let people do their own thing. I'm a problem solver, right? So at any time and it's not just because I want to be, it's just by nature. So then when I see things go wrong, I want to fix it. I'm a fixer. So I want to fix everything. And then some things are just not meant to be fixed by me. And I had to let that go. I got to let that go. I got to let people be who they are. If they are who they are, just, but sometimes it's annoying, and I try not to get annoyed because that's who they are. But just to be around some people sometimes it's just annoying just because the way they are. And it's like, ugh. So my thing is I won't be around them as often. It's a lot of stuff that I had to kind of compartmentalize in my head, like over the last few days. And I'm telling you, I woke up this morning, I felt refreshed, and I was like, okay, yeah, great ideas came to me, just like because I've been kind of struggling with some idea things, like putting everything into place. Because God gives me so many amazing. Somebody need to just sit down and say, "Hey, Audrey, I want to pay you $10,000. I want to just pick your brain for like 90 minutes. You would be amazing. 10,000, y'all. Pick my brain. I'll give you 2 hours because I have these amazing ideas, and I'm not just saying them because they're mine. I can just see dollar signs, but it's so many of them. I can't do them all. I want to do this show. I want to do my other things that I'm working on. Like I got 2 or 3 things in the projects that I'm working. But God He gave me this. So when I tell y'all amazing idea, I was like, oh my God, that's so amazing. And in my mind, I wanted to just stop everything and start it. But I was like, nope, don't do that. Do not do that. So somebody need to pay me $10,000, y'all. You pick my brain for 2 hours. Audrey@goodmorninggwinnett.com. Email. And in the subject title, put 10 grand. You ain't got to type. Just put the number 10 and the word grand. I know what you're talking about. Audrey@goodmorninggwinnett.com. I will send you my Stripe link for you to drop me that 10 grand. All right, cool. All right, let's get on with these horoscopes. All right, we're going to kick this thing off like we always do, and that is with Aries. Past partners are likely to reappear. Do you really want to start something with someone you can't reason with? Disappointments regarding partners will be subject to the way you react to their personal comments. All right, so you got a lot going on with your partners today, Aries. Past partners going to reappear. The first thing you might want to ask yourself is why are they in the past and why are they coming back into your life right now? I always tell my daughter when things are going good, that's when ghosts show up. Ghosts from the past. When things are going good, just think about that for a second. When your life is pretty nice and everything is going good, the tiniest little slip, just a little bit of slip, like maybe one thing is a little bit off, a ghost from the past will appear to mess it up even worse. It just always happened that way. And she and I were talking because she had good things going on and ghosts just popping up from everywhere. I said, that's how. My mother used to always say that. My mother would say stuff like, ooh, they smell them. Because anytime you started like dating somebody and things were going good, somebody from the past would pop up. And my mother goes, they smell blood in the water. She would always say that. But that's the truth. So Aries, this partner from your past, why are they back now? You need to ask yourself that. And do you really want them back? Why are they in the past in the first place? That's a good question. All right. And do you really want to start something with someone you can't reason with? Who wants to be with somebody they can't reason with? Ew. I don't know about you, Aries, but that would be a no for me. Taurus, don't be too quick to judge your loved ones. Get out and enjoy some entertainment. You need to make your environment a better place with more comforts and a better entertainment center. All right, so speaking of comfort, I'm doing feng shui. Like I haven't feng shuied in a very, I used to feng shui my house all the time. I had fountains and plants sitting everywhere. I haven't done that in a minute. And I was like, you know what? I need to feng shui. Because that's good energy. So I want good energy throughout my life, my house, my office, my body, feng shui. So I'm going to feng shui every space that I have access to that's mine. I'm going to feng shui. So I have an office down on Sugarloaf. I do. I'm going to feng shui that. It doesn't have a window though. I think that's my problem with it. There's no window. But anyway, I'm going to feng shui the office. I'm going to feng shui my home office. I'm going to feng shui my house. Good energy. So if you're going to do something to your environment to make it a better place, Taurus, I suggest maybe thinking about feng shuiing. I'm just saying. Gemini, brunch, a long walk, or a quiet dinner will secure your position in the relationship. Take advantage of the opportunities that present themselves. You will have the stamina and the know-how to raise your earning power. Look at you. You got the stamina and the know-how. Here's the thing. Most of us do. We may not have the stamina, but most of us have the know-how. The thing is, it takes work to make those changes. It takes commitment, and a lot of us don't want to do the work. I'm included in some of those things. Some of the things we're afraid. We're afraid of rejection and other things that stand in our way. But anyway, you got what it takes, Gemini. Go get it. Go get it, baby. 23 is coming. Go get it. Yes. Cancer. Don't hesitate to voice your opinions when it comes to matters pertaining to work. You must not let others talk you into doing things that will probably limit you financially at a later date. Romantic relationships should stabilize. All right, listen. Love is on the rise for you, baby, and it's going to stabilize. Listen, embrace it. If that's what you want, Cancer, embrace it. Let it stabilize. Have some fun. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself with somebody. Yeah, 1 is the loneliest number in the world. Let me say that again. 1 is the loneliest number in the world. Who wants to be the only one? Leo, friendships could be terminated quickly if disappointments occur. You need to look into ways to change your self-image. If you can, try to work out of your home today. All right. Look into ways to change your self-image. I think about this all the time. I always think about my hair. Because for some reason, I used to go get my hair done on a weekly basis, and it was gorgeous. Now it's just like I don't know how to do it. And I don't like all that weave in my head. It's too heavy. And my head is pretty sensitive. Like anything that's pulling on my hair, it's not a good thing for me. And I contemplate all the time cutting my hair. Because when I cut it, it was beautiful to me. You know, and I'm still contemplating that. Because it is grown. It's a nice length, but it's not cute. But I'm blessed because I have hair. And I'm grateful because I have hair. Anyway, that's my thing. That's my image change. That's my thoughts about image change, Leo. What's yours? What you going to do to change yourself? But don't listen. Don't go so drastic, though. Don't go overboard. You don't have to. Virgo, arguments will prevail. Don't rely on others to handle your workload. Get help setting up a reasonable budget. Look into ways of making extra cash. All right, look into some ways to make you some extra money, Virgo. It's a lot of them. When I tell you it's a lot of them out there, they're everywhere. You know, you might want to listen. You ever think about being a medical courier? How about being a Amazon Flex driver? How about being an artist and selling it online? How about creating stuff out of it? Sell your cupcakes, sell some bracelets, sell some necklace, create some wallets out of plastic. I'm not exaggerating. You know, take some water bottles and make them into flower pots. Listen, any kind of way you can think about making money, there is a way. I'm trying to tell y'all. The problem is it takes work and commitment. No matter what you do, it's going to take some time and commitment. So think about what you can do, Virgo. Okay? All right. I'm going to go to a song. I'll be right back after the song to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thiason. Stay tuned.
Time goes by and yet I wonder, are you and me still the same? Are you still loving the game? I know I don't. You cast your spell and I went under. I know the laughter and the pain. Will I ever love again? I don't know if I can take it anymore. So I stay here and hold my heart when you walk out the door. Made a promise to myself and I repeat it in my head. Set your mind free. Set your mind free. No one knows what I've been through, but this is the end of me and you. Set your mind free. Made a promise to myself, this time I will keep it. Where there's a will, yeah, there's a way. With every smile, with every tear, I know I will make it. I'm gonna see a brighter day. Oh, oh, oh. A brighter day, a brighter day. Oh, a brighter day. Time goes by and yet I wonder, why do we put each other through hell? Why can't we just get over ourselves? I know I should. You cast your spell and I went under. I know the laughter and the pain. Will I ever love again? I don't know if I can take it anymore. Yeah, so I stay here and hold my heart when you repeating in my head. Set your mind free. Set your mind free. No one knows what I've been through, but this is the end of me and you. Set your mind free.
Horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Michael Thies. I want to pick it up with Libra. Be cautious handling tools, machinery, or dangerous objects. Make sure that you get legal matters checked out thoroughly. Your creative talent will prove to be lucrative if you put it to proper use. Okay, so you got machinery that you're using. Are you a carpenter? What are you? Are you a carpenter? Are you a sculptor? What are you? But whatever you are, Libra, your creative talents will prove to be lucrative, but you got to put them to good use. All right? You got to put them to proper use. You can't just sit on your talents. Don't be like the man who sat on the talents. He was in the Bible. Read the stories in the Bible. I'm just saying. Scorpio, you can make life easier for an older member of your family. Secret affairs can only lead to devastating circumstances. Real estate should be lucrative for you. All right, listen, Scorpio. If it's a secret, you shouldn't be doing it. I'm just saying it's going to only lead to some devastating circumstances. Get out of it now. Get out. Run. You ever see that? You ever watch TikTok and they be doing pranks on people and the little voiceover thing always says run. That junk cracks me up every time I see it. But anyway, if it's a secret, Scorpio, don't do it. Because it's gonna be devastating in the end. For you, the people involved, you don't need that. That's pain. Don't go into the new year with that nonsense. Leave it in the past. Leave it behind. Drop it, right? I know. It's better. It's easier said than done, right? I get it. I totally understand. Totally. But I would leave it in the past if I were you. All right, Sagittarius. Be careful not to sign your time or your cash away. Be sure to think twice before you say something that might hurt your partner's feelings. Romance can develop. However, it will most likely be short-lived. All right, look. Y'all know I say this all the time, and I say this because it's the truth. If you say something out your mouth today, Sagittarius, that you cannot take it back. So just be careful what you say. If you hurt your partner's feeling because you say something crazy, you can't take it back. I don't care how many times you say I'm sorry. I don't care how many times they say, okay, I forgive you. It's never forgotten. Listen, think about yourself. Think about somebody who said something to you, right? And they said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I was just mad. And you forgive them, right? But in the back of your mind, let me tell you something. Anytime people hurt you, it lives inside of you. I know you want to get past. Let me say this. Maybe not. I'm that way. I don't care if you hurt me. I don't care how many times you say I'm sorry. I don't care how many good deeds you do. It's always in the back of my head. And if you break my trust, I'm never going to trust you. Not 100%. It's always going to be like, especially with my heart. Oh, that's always going to be sitting at 50-50. I always will walk on eggs when you break my trust. I'm just saying. And if you say something that hurt my feelings, yeah, I don't get past those things. And it's kind of bad. I mean, I forgive them. I forgive a lot of folks for a lot of things, y'all. It's just hard to forget. So when I talk about that, I'm sure I'm not the only one. People have said stuff to hurt their feelings. People have done stuff to break their trust. I'm sure I'm not the only one. And even though they say I'm sorry, it still lives there. That's why I try to do my best not to do those things, because it lives in me. Even if I have moved on, it still lives there. So maybe you're not like me. Maybe, you can say something and get away with it and the person just totally forget about it. I doubt it. But I would just say don't do it at all. How about that? That's even better. Just don't say it, Sag. Just don't. Even if you're thinking it, don't say it. Capricorn, your lover probably won't put up with your behavior. Don't force your opinions on friends or relatives unless you are prepared to lose their favor. Don't ruffle the feathers of those you care about most. All right, you're just going to be a troublemaker today, Capricorn. You know what I mean? Your lover's not trying to put up with the nonsense you got going on. You're trying to force your opinions on family and friends. You're going to lose favor with them. And then you're going to ruffle the feathers. Listen, stop being a pain in the butt today, Capricorn. Don't do it. Just get somewhere and sit in the corner. Because you're miserable. Don't try to make everybody else miserable today. Nobody want to put some... Listen, nobody's in the mood for your nonsense and your shenanigans, Capricorn, today. That's what the signs are really saying. They put it in a very nice way, though. Aquarius, your ability to get the job done will result in an added responsibility and possibly a promotion. Okay? You have no problem getting your point across to those in positions to help you. You may find that your mate is well aware of the circumstances. All right, look, you ain't going to have no problem getting your point across. Not at all. In the meantime, your ability to get the job done will result in added responsibility and possibly a promotion. So folks are watching you. The people in positions are watching you. And they're able to put you where you want to be. So if you're trying to level up this year, baby, because the theme for my year 2023 is level up. That's what we're doing. That's what it's going to be about, level up. So you're trying to level up, Aquarius, they're watching you. So be on your best behavior and do your best work. All right, last but not least, my fellow fish, Pisces. Listen what our horoscope start out with. Take action. That's what it starts out. It says take action. Take action. You can enhance your cash flow if you pick up some additional skills. You may be overreacting to a situation at hand. All right, listen. We ain't got time to be overreacting today. Take that energy and put it into a training class online. Learn a new skill so you can pick up some extra cash flow. It's what I'm trying to think. I'm thinking about learning right now, but it's all for my business. But anyway, you could listen. You want to earn some extra money? Learn some new stuff. Forget overreacting to the situation. Don't waste your energy there. In the meantime, just take some action. Take action. Be firm in what you do. Take some action. All right? I'm just trying to help somebody out because somebody is struggling right now. Somebody is struggling. They're trying to figure it all out. Take action. Yes. You know what's crazy? The theme for this year is level up. But here's what's funny. I had said to one of my mastermind partners, I was like, look, I'm trying to get everything done. Because seriously, on that Monday, on that Sunday, when New Year's roll around, I'm going to relax. I'm going to watch some TV because that's what I do on Sundays. But come Monday morning, I'm in nothing but action mode. I ain't planning nothing. I ain't doing, it's all action mode. Because that is what I need to do this year. So I'm not in planning mode. I'm in action mode. So listen, I'm giving myself the rest of this week to close off all my loose ends, close up everything, get it done. All right. Georgia Gwinnett. Okay, that's all the horoscopes I got for you today. I'll be back again tomorrow with more of the horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thoughts. And now let's get on to some news you can use. Georgia Gwinnett College will join with 103 higher education institutions nationwide that will research initiatives to advance diversity and inclusion practices in STEM education. That's pretty cool. So those of you who don't know what STEM education is, it stands for science, tech, engineering, and mathematics. And so, there is a lack of people of color in those spaces. But here's the thing. I think a lot of people are intimidated by tech. If they did a little bit of research, they would see that there are so many ways to get in tech without having to be a coder or a programmer or a bioscientist. It's just so many. I spoke to someone the other day, and it was funny because she was just spewing off things, and she kind of threw in there, oh, yeah, I'm a data scientist. I'm like, you just threw that out like that's real simple. So it's a lot of ways to get in tech. If you like to research and do things like that, there's so many opportunities in tech. But I think people of color think tech is scary, so they kind of shy away from it. I think the way to change that is to educate people about tech. So it's going to be interesting to see what this is going to bring about. Anyway, the program is funded by a 6-year, $60 million grant from Howard Hughes Medical Institute's Inclusive Excellence 3 initiative. The institution teams will have been organized in 7 learning community clusters, with each tackling one of the below challenges. So here's some of the challenges that they're going to be tackling, which I think is pretty doggone cool. Okay, so the article just disappeared from my... Okay, what happened to it? The article disappeared, y'all. I'm trying to read... Okay, it's gone. Anyway, maybe it'll come up on your computer. Go to Gwinnett Daily Post to find out more about it. My computer has all kinds of stuff going on. It's just ridiculous. I got a new one, but I got a new one for Christmas. I was like, thank God, because I can't work when it does it. And so anyway, STEM is important because nothing we do is going to be without technology. Nothing. And it's weird because I look at, because I like tech. So I'm one of those rare few who like tech, even though the young lady I talked to last week, she was even rarer than me because she was building a metaverse. She's opening a bank. She was a powerhouse for real. So she has a lot going on, and she's a data scientist. So I was like, and she's black. And so I was like, oh, wow. So I like tech, but listen, I'm surrounded by a few people that's just tech for real. I'm like low-key tech. They are tech, like tech stack, like they do stacks. Yeah, that's a tech term. They developing stacks and Python and code and Java and React and a whole bunch of other stuff that I can't even, SQL and fintech and, cybersecurity. Yeah, I'm surrounded by those type of people. I like it though. Anyway, this is going to help more people of color get into the tech space, and I'm sure bioscience and some other things. And because right now they feel outside of this circle, and they shouldn't have to, because there's so many ways to get in tech. Even if you don't want to learn how to code, you can get into tech. Trust me, I make everything. I create channels and apps and all kinds of stuff, and I can't code a lick. Because there are ways. You just got to be willing to say, okay, well, what are the ways, Audrey? How can I do it? Matter of fact, I think I'm going to get some trainings coming up in I am going to get some trainings coming up in 23 about some upcoming opportunities for people to learn about creating tech for themselves. So that's coming up in 23. All right, I'm going to go to a song. I'll be right back after this song to give you more of the rundown about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. So stay tuned.
it's right there.
Welcome back. Just follow the light. You're almost there. Just open your eyes. It's right there. Yes. So three Gwinnetians, including the head of the Gwinnett County Chamber of Commerce, received appointments from Governor Brian Kemp this week to sit on the state boards. So Kemp office announced 70 people from across Georgia that have been appointed to various state boards. One of those people is Gwinnett County Chamber, Nick Messino. Congratulations, Nick Messino. I know him well. Who was appointed to serve as the 7th Congressional District Representative on the State Board of Economic Development. Pretty nice, huh? That's pretty doggone cool. Messino is not only the president and the CEO of the Gwinnett Chamber, he also ran the Chamber's Economic Development arm partnership with Gwinnett for several years. Messino is not the only Gwinnettian who received this appointment from Governor Kemp this week. Garland Hunt, who is the pastor of the Father's House in Norcross, was appointed to serve as the 7th Congressional District Representative for the Department of Juvenile Justice Board. Congratulations, Garland, for that appointment. And Swanee Bay's Winton Machine Company CEO Lisa Winton was also appointed to serve on the State Workforce Development Board. There were other appointments of people who live outside of Gwinnett, but those are our Gwinnetians who did it. So Garland Hunt, Lisa Winton, and Nick Messino. Congratulations for your appointment to the government board, to the governor's state board. Listen, you gotta show some love because people do good jobs. People are always watching. Yeah, I keep telling you that. You think I just be saying that? People are watching you even when you think they're not watching you, right? They watch you from afar. They don't comment on your posts. You're all over social media. They don't say anything, but they're watching you, And so that's why, you just got to be on your best behavior and do your best work. I know sometimes it's hard, right? Sometimes it's hard to be on your best behavior. I get it. Great story coming from this Christmas. So, Offset, who's a resident of Gwinnett County, made some children smile this weekend. So he comes home to Gwinnett County and holds a Christmas giveaway for family. I think that's so nice, y'all. Hundreds of Gwinnett County kids will have gifts to unwrap. They did. They had gifts to unwrap because Offset came and he dropped some gifts off. I thought that was pretty cool. It's so amazing. He came back to Gwinnett County. He gave it back, and so because he gave it back, our chairwoman gave him the key to the city. She gave him a proclamation. The city of Atlanta gave him a proclamation, and they call them our favorite sons. Migos are our favorite sons. We lost one of the Migos last month, or was it this month, in a shooting out in Houston. So I'm sure that even though they did great work, I'm sure that was you think about those things, right? Like they're celebrating this Christmas without somebody they love deeply, but they still find time to give back. And that's important. So kudos to Offset for just coming through and giving back to our children, right here in our community, because a lot of times they don't, you wouldn't think that we had such hardships, but we do. There are hardships here in Gwinnett and Georgia. So just being able to come back and give, toys out to people who the parents just, they're in a bad position right now. And I'm sure it's not because they want to be. I think that's the other misconception, is that people are in these positions because they want to be or they lazy. Nah, it's just, the mind is a terrible thing to waste. And I know that sounds like an old cliche, but it is, because people get so caught up in their heads about stuff that they can't move past. They can't move past the stuff so they can move forward. And it's not because they don't want to. It's just that they're stuck in their heads. So they fall into these places where they have, lack of money, lack of funding, lack of resources, and they just can't get out of their head. If they could just get out of their head, trust me, I go through these things. I get here and I talk, right? But there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, a lot of work on me that goes on behind the scenes that you guys don't see, like feng shuiing, right? Because if I didn't do those things, the weight of the world will beat me down. And so I can't let the weight of the world beat me down, because I can't do the things I need to do if I do that. So I just wanted to say he did a great thing. And I know some people are just turning their nose up and thumbing their nose at people because they feel like, oh, they should do this, they should do that. The mind is rough, baby. And if you don't learn how to conquer the mind, you will never conquer anything. So he has learned how to conquer. That's why he's so successful. But he's also giving back because of that. So hopefully, not only the gifts that he gave will inspire somebody, but hopefully that'll give somebody hope to say, you know what? If Offset can come from Gwinnett County and become the superstar that he is, what can I do with that same opportunity? So kudos to Offset and our commission chairwoman Nicole Love Hendrickson just for doing a great job. All right, so listen. Oh my God, this is amazing. I can go on and on, but I won't. I won't go on and on about all this stuff. You want to read the full story about Offset? Go to GwinnettDailyPost.com. It's there. You can read the whole thing there. I just want you guys to just know that I'm grateful for you listening to me. I look at my numbers and I see them grow every day. I'm grateful. I get a report. So we get a report to show you how many people listen to your show in a week. And it always amazes me that I have people from around the world listen to the show. So I didn't want to end the show without saying, and I know I say thank you at the end of every show, but I really am truly grateful that you spend the time to listen to me talk about the county that I live in, which I love. It's beautiful here. It's becoming a little crowded. I ain't gonna lie, but it's still beautiful. It's a melting pot of people, and when I say melting pot, you can find all cultures and races here. And but then I look at my numbers and I know that you're listening, and so I hope to make this show even better this year coming up than it was last year. Not changing too much from the format, but being more intentional about the news I bring you. That's the word I'm using. More intentional about the news I bring you from around Gwinnett County. So I'm looking forward to a great year. And I know we still got 5 days before the year's out, but something has prompted me to tell you to say thank you in a very personal way. Thank you so much for your time and your ear that you listen to me. Thank you for, showing up every day with me. For those of you who show up every day, thank you for giving me the motivation, because I've heard people say, Audrey, I can't start my day without the horoscopes, and that's, you understand, that's powerful, because you know that, and I think that's what keeps me going, because I know that if I don't do the horoscopes, it's like somebody has missed out. Now they can easily go in there, but they want to hear me cut up. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that, because I get a chance to cut up and share. So I just wanted to take a second and say thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for listening. Thank you for, helping me increase my listenership and my numbers. But most of all, thank you for bringing me into your life. All right? All right. That's not my closing statement. That's not my inspiration for today, but I just felt like I needed to say that to somebody. I'm going to go to my last song, and then I'm going to come back and give you my words of inspiration for the day, so stay tuned.
Then you fall back, giving me signs that I've seen before. Yeah, it's cute, but honey, I want more. Don't waste no more time.
Welcome back. So listen, I wanted to give you my words of inspiration for the day. So here goes. It says, what you do makes a difference. You have to decide what kind of difference you want to make. Oh my God. Let me say that again, because that wasn't the one I was supposed to read. But as soon as I got ready to read it, that's the one that showed up right in front of the one I was supposed to read. It said, what you do make a difference. You have to decide what kind of difference you want to make. Jane Goodall said that, and she was right. Listen. This is lady on TikTok. She go, listen. But listen, y'all. What you do make a difference, right? I don't know who I'm touching with this show. I know people have said to me, I like your show. People that I've never seen before have walked up to me in public places who know me. Now, mind you, this is not a video show. This is all audio. But people have walked up to me in places, and maybe they've heard me, someone say, I listen to your show, I like your show. Now, granted, I know everybody's not going to like my show, but that's okay. But for the people who like it, I'm making a difference in their lives. So what are you going to do to make a difference? We're about to end 2022 out. You know, God willing, we'll see another great year. I'm predicting that 2023 is going to be an amazing year. But here's the thing. I have to make an amazing difference in somebody's lives, right? So I just said, moving forward, this show is going to be more intentional. The news that I bring you, the stories that I bring you, more intentional. Because I feel like I'm going to make an even bigger difference when my show is more intentional, right? I feel like I'm going to touch a lot more lives because it's more intentional. I want to make a difference, right? But what kind of difference do I want to make? I want to inspire people. I want to entertain folks. I want to empower people. All of that good stuff. So I have to be more intentional. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? How are you going to make a difference? That's the question you got to ask. I can't answer that for you. That's a question that you're going to have to answer. How will you make a difference in this world? How will you add your 2 cents to make this world just a little bit better? What are you going to do? All right. So all I got for you today, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent the last 48 minutes with me. And I love and appreciate you for that. Listen, be sure to go to goodmorninggwinnett.com if you missed any episodes of this show. And also download the app from the App Store. So whether you got an Android phone or Apple phone, there's an app in your App Store. And also connect with me on social media at Good Morning Gwinnett. Listen, I love you guys for real for listening. You give me the energy that I need to get up every morning and come and talk on this microphone. So thank you again for listening. I hope you had a wonderful holiday, and I hope you have an even better week. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m., God willing. You stay safe out there. And until next time, my friends, make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.